Tai ką, labas dar kartelį visiems, sveiki, kurie dabar tik tai žengia čia, atvykote į L ryto auditoriją. Prieš tai mes turėjome labai įdomių prezentacijų, diskusijų susijusių su elektroniniu sportu, tada turėjome apie futbolą. Taip pat diskusija apie padelį ir tenisą įtraukia daug merginų, moterų kažkaip šiandien. Dabar šioje diskusijoje aš matau, kad didžioji dauguma yra vyriška auditorija, ne veltui galbūt, nes bus kalbos apie technologijas, kurios yra įdiegtos ir kurios diegiamos ir kurios sutinkamos Lietuvoje vis dažniau ir dažniau. Tai tam sykiui norim pakviesti Mykolą Adamavičių, Dimedia vadovą, kuris papasakos, kaip dirbtinis intelektas ir papildytoji realybė keičia sporto transliacijas, didindami žiūrovų įsitraukimą ir gamybos efektyvumą. Tai prašom ateiti čia ir duoti gerą žodį patirties mums, pasisemti naujų idėjų ir išgirsti.
Labas.
Sėkmės.
Sveiki visi. Hello all. The presentation will be in English. That's because some of colleagues is not from Lithuania, so they not understand. Originally, my name is Mykolas. It's so nice to meet all of you guys. Personally, I feel a little bit nervous. That's my first time on the stage presenting the things that I work with. So let me go with the topic. So the topic today would be transforming broadcast with AI and AR. So what I'm trying to do right now, I will quickly introduce myself, what I'm doing in my life. So originally I grew up as a football player from age of 7. I've been practicing the sport until 19. 19 years old, I started to work with a company who did online sports broadcasting. So it was mixed between football, basketball, and other sports. After 3 years with online broadcasting, I've started to work with the television broadcast as a replay operator, and mainly in basketball games. Age 23, I started directing football and basketball local league. So if you see over here, the main thing, the first one was the BetSafe LKL, that's basketball, and also a Liga of football. During 8 years of directing, I worked with a lot of projects here. You can see the logos, starting with the local ones, and then also a different kind of sports and different international events. But my favorite cases in sports broadcasting wasn't about directing. It was more about producing, and I just would like to present you a 3 cases that mention more about me and my life. So the first one is, So the first one is FIFA Futsal World Cup in Lithuania. It happened in 2021. I was in charge of all those broadcast-related infrastructure, starting with the OB compound, broadcast power, camera platforms, cabling, infotainment topics, and et cetera, et cetera. So a lot of things that I was in charge of. It was a huge 1 year planning and a big challenge for all 3 cities in Lithuania to host this wonderful event. But FIFA and Lithuania Football Federation was, I think, really happy at the end. And then it was like an amazing international experience that was happening in Lithuania. So the next one, it was the last summer. We had the NATO summit in Vilnius. It was a very, very intense preparation because we had only 2 months of that. And then more than 40 plus hours of live coverage, with the potential audience of 3+ billion viewers. I was the main wall feed producer. We had a very brilliant team, I would say. It was totally 147 people. If you can see the team picture over here, that's only a half of people because other half was working at the moment. So we didn't even have the time to do a full picture with all the people working. It was very intense, and I really enjoyed it very much. My favorite case of all my life was Euro 2020. From the first day that LNK TV was just acquired the exclusive rights to broadcast Euro in Lithuania, I just knew that I need to reach them with my ideas. So I did offer them a package from the commentary to artificial reality, also touchscreen analysis, and it was a big group of football professionals that I see also here in the crowd. It was a really amazing experience to work with you guys, and I really remember this as my best project of my life. Also, it was the first time in Lithuania that we did implemented the touchscreen video analysis system and augmented reality. So that's why it was so interesting for me. So from that moment, I tried to think more how we can implement AR into the broadcast, and I tried to reach the information, trying to read all those big opportunities on the internet. But first of all, let's talk about AI. It will be two topics. It will be divided into two parts. So first part is AI. What's that all about? Let's start from the beginning, okay? So two important shorts before we start to everybody understand. So first of all, about the artificial intelligence or AI. So it's really hard to describe it in two sentences. So AI probably describes a wide range of technologies powered by the services and the goods we use in everyday life. So basically, it's from predictive typing to language translation. It's probably at the center of almost every smartphone or computer feature. From the apps that you recommend, the TV shows, chatbots, customer support in real time, Siri, Alexa, Google Maps, Waze, Uber, and things like that. So that's about the artificial intelligence, the smart computer move. About augmented reality, to understand it in a very simple way, so the technology just enhances the real-world environment. It's like a layer on top of the real-world information, where you can see it probably in a picture way. Also, do not confuse the augmented reality with virtual reality. That's completely two different things. AR is more, as I said, an additional thing, additional layer, while virtual reality is like when you're shutting out the real world completely. So first, let's go deeper to the artificial intelligence topic. I will try to categorize some of the things, and we'll go for the four topics case by case. So it's really important to say that artificial intelligence is basically increasingly impacting the way we cover sports. It's completely different today than it was yesterday. It's really affecting not only the sports, it affects more the broadcasting part, I would say. The solutions are allowing the data analyzing, AI robotic cameras, editing video highlights, AI-based voiceovers. Also, there is a lot of categories and topics that we can talk about, 1 hour, 2 hours, and a lot of time. But those four I picked because I think that it will be simpler for you to just understand how AI can be a complex and a very huge part. So the first case that I would like to present for you is the Formula One and EVS. So in 2018, Amazon Web Services, called EVS, started with a question, the cooperation with Formula One. What to do with the millions of data they have at the moment? Even at that moment, it was no chance for the spectators to completely understand the race, all the details. So they asked themselves, how do we present the existing data to engage the fan more? They needed to process the data, and EVS machine learning models was the solution. So how it's working, basically. When it comes to the racetrack, first they collect all the data from the racetrack, from the cars. So for example, they collect the data that tire lifetime is 3%. And the race has 7% left. That's just for an example. Then they take the race data, take the historical data of the practice, and then they sums up all the things together, also with the pit data, and then they make an interesting stat. So that's why machine learning is for. It's really impossible by the humans to analyze that kind of huge data without the machine learning. And then they will come with an interesting stat. The drivers is going to take a pit stop in 30 minutes. That's really interesting for the people who see the race probably for all the time. In Broadcast Center, they decided to use it or not, in which moment to use it. They can combine, for example, picture by picture, the pits, the driver, and all kind of material they need to implement the statistic, and then it goes to the broadcast feed. So it's simple as that. So most important thing here is to know that it's no way without machine learning to accurately know it, because there is a lot of data, millions of data, into that second part. For example, over here I put some screenshots to just visualize what you see on the broadcast feed. So all those ones, all the data over here you see, it comes from the artificial intelligence machine learning. Yeah. So like I thought, even in 2018, it was beyond the human capability to see all the interactions anymore. But even after 2018, Formula One keep asking for more things. They ask the fans what they want more. They say, we want more data, we want more analysis, and things like that. So they even redesigned the car to get more data. That's a really fantastic story. How much money, how much things they needed to invest to get those widgets and those statistics. I mean, that's millions. Second case is more like a simple thing, is robotic cameras. So AI-based robotic cameras for sports production is a popular solution nowadays when you're working with the budget sports productions. On the left, you see the camera that's moving. It's based on artificial intelligence. There is no any cameraman here, but you can see it's a football game. It works. It looks basically like that. You see over here, there's a video camera. This is the pixel camera. So the biggest thing here, as I told you, is that you don't need a production team. It costs less than a proper setup, and it's a good solution for like smaller leagues and teams, but now there is no chance they would replace the main camera in the main sports events, I would say, because the camera sometimes loses the ball, and for the top class productions is probably not a good solution. Yeah, but in Lithuania, actually, we have some kind of VO cameras. I know that there's some clubs they're doing for the practice. They're doing it for friendly games, and yeah. So that's about the robotic cameras. Probably you see it before. Interesting thing I would say there is about edited video highlights. So how does 1,000 highlight packages in 5 minutes sounds for you? Imagine you are running a sports league, you are running a sports team. That's really impressive because AI-based video highlight systems called VCC Sports offers you the chance to do it for, I would say, a very low kind of money. NBA, La Liga, NASCAR, FIBA, ATP, and also Lithuanian Basketball League are using VCC to create the highlights and content as well. First of all, it's about the timing, and second one, as I said, it's about the money. So imagine how many human resources you need to create 1,000 highlight packages in a couple of minutes. I don't know, 1,000 editors, 500, I don't know. Now I will just quickly explain how it's working. So the first, artificial intelligence analyzes the content and identifies the various game moments. For example, dunking basketball. By indexing it with a lot of parameters, see ball position, player reaction, fan reactions, all the things like that, all done by the artificial intelligence. Then it creates a video depending on the rules you select. For example, you want to just do the dunk of the game, 2 3-minute game highlights, personal player packages, game recaps. If you want to edit something manual, you can easily find the video in the archive on artificial intelligence-based library, where you can just forgot about correct namings or things like that. Just put somewhere dunks, and that's it. You just have all the videos. Also, you can use the human touch, add audio, subtitles, graphics, sponsor logos. And the last thing, what you need to do, you just need to select where you want to put it. Easy as that, everything done by artificial intelligence. If you want to use a human touch, you can do it. If not, it will be automatically done by the rules you select before. Fantastic, especially the dunk recognizing system based on a lot of indexing parameters, audio, crowd reactions, and things like that. It's a similar thing. It's called IBM Watson, basically doing the same thing. 2019, Wimbledon began the partnership with the IBM team regarding all the innovations here. The first big one was a video highlight system. As I said, it's called IBM Watson. What they did produce the match highlights for up to 4 matches per court, in total 18 courts each day. That means 72 matches every day. That's a lot of hours of video content. They did in a couple of minutes. So the system is also working based on player reactions, crowd audio, and statistics. Just super fast AE system. Yeah, that's also was one of the newest ones. This one personally is my, when I did the research for this presentation, this one was a really interesting case, because all the time I was asking myself with my colleagues when we are driving to the broadcast and we're going back, is it possible that one day we don't need the commentary guys and just AI will do the commentary? And that's really interesting, because after 4 years of cooperation, Wimbledon started to use AI-generated commentary for the first time since 1877. AI-based commentary was used for the video highlight packages on the Wimbledon's website, an app during the tournament. The technology was mainly used for the matches where there is no human commentary, because they still have the matches for not only men's competitions. There was like seniors, juniors, wheelchair events. So I think it's really keen for you to listen how it was. So yeah, here we go.
Eubanks plays Tsitsipas for the first time in their careers. Tsitsipas wins the first set after Eubanks' unforced backhand error. Set number 2. Tsitsipas is forced into a backhand error, loses the second set. Set number 3. Unable to return the forehand from Tsitsipas, Eubanks loses the set.
Yeah, so it reminds me more of Windows XP text-to-text speech, if you remember, the older generation, when you just put some text into the machine and then it speaks like that, than a normal commentary. So Wimbledon actually said that technology could be used in the future to mimic tennis personalities and voices, with a view to one day potentially do the live commentary to the matches. Unfortunately, this experiment has been cancelled after those highlights, after the tournament, and I really hope that there never gets back again and the human will do the commentary. Yeah, so that's basically a few cases about AI. Now jump to the AR, augmented reality. It's a really big and promising future, I would say, nowadays. In the broadcast world, and I mean the technology constantly improves. We just need to adapt it properly. Okay, so one fact that probably most of you guys don't know, that the first AR in sports is NFL's The Thin Yellow Line in 1998. It was powered by the company called Sport Vision and first aired on ESPN. Yeah, 26 years ago today was a landmark day in sports television. The Thin Yellow Line was the start of the AR. And do you imagine how much this technology advanced through those years? See over here, we're enjoying the graphics in a lot of different ways. We are starting with the immersive virtual 3D graphics on game presentations and venue decorations. We can save a lot of money by using the creativity that we could only imagine with us and a designer who can do these things. I mean, totally different than we see 5 or 6 years ago. You see over here? Wow. This one is my favorite. In my opinion, the most popular integration in AR in sports broadcast for now, the beautiful lineups and the player presentation. You can, do everything. Moving players, starting lineups, starting with football, then volleyball, basketball, a lot of different things that you can include in your beautiful broadcast. Absolutely unlimited sponsorship capabilities open with AI interactions. And if client asks you, why do you need the first one and the second one? I mean the visuals and then the lineups. You can all the time show this one because the virtual ads is mainly the future. You can even balance it based on a lot of factors. Time of the day of the year, season of the year, geolocation. A lot of different parameters could be used to do a smart advertising, like you see over here. And that's the key thing of this presentation, basically. I want you closely to watch the best cooperation of the sports broadcast nowadays. I would say that artificial intelligence combined with augmented reality together really transforms your broadcast to another level. Because when the data is combined with visuals, you see the picture over here. Distance to goal, speed of the shot, scoring probability, variety of interesting statistics. That's how I see all the sports productions in the next 5 years' time. I think after 5 years, when you watch the football on TV, it will be all like we see over here. Yeah, so my conclusions. I would say that for too long, sports broadcasting industry has been only accessible for top class and top teams and top leagues. For many competitions, it was just too expensive to deliver any kind of production. And nowadays, artificial intelligence solutions can eliminate need for the costly and complex filming setups. But that's only for the small leagues and small teams, who just need a simple broadcasting service. AI-powered cameras are fully capable of autonomously tracking the action, which means that lower-tier teams can share the games with a broader audience, engaging the fans and attract potential sponsors. But for me, it's hard to imagine that the European Football Championship or Wimbledon could ever be broadcasted without a human touch. I'm talking about the directors, multiple angles, instant replays, graphic overlays, interviews, commentators, and so much. So it's all made with a heart and a human touch. That's why it's successful. As we clearly see the benefits in the smaller tier, the only question is how AI could really help today's high-end production process. As you saw today in a Formula One case, the data analyzing could really enhance the viewing experience in a lot of different ways. Highlight systems can save you a lot of time and open new audiences for you. Major leagues and sporting events may never fully embrace AI as a predictability factor, and the human touch is crucial. Thank you so much. My name is Mykolas. That's my contacts over here. If you want to write me a message, and also can follow me on social media. Thank you so much. Best of luck.
Thank you, Mykolas. Thank you, Mykolas. Do we have any questions for Mykolas? Yeah, there's. Okay, we'll come.
Great presentation, Mykolas. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And the question is, when are you going to bring that to LKL, those things, and maybe MFL as well? Because Thomas would be very happy for that.
Yeah, so I cannot speak 100% of LKL, but I think the process is going on, and I think sooner or later, I would say like that, simple as that.
Okay.
Yeah. That's the guy from the LKL, by the way. He's doing the presentation 2:30 in the different stage. So. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Actually, you remember the Wimbledon case. So that was the same. They also translated, it was not only the voice commentary, it was also the subtitles where you can select the language. They partly tested this one in 2018, but since they are canceled that technology in 2019 probably, they just skipped that. And then to answer your question, I've seen it in a lot of different ways, but probably more in testing phase than in a production way. Yeah.
So any questions? No? Oh, there is.
Yeah, about question about robotic cameras and all another cheap solution for broadcasting. What do you think? It looks like good for technical filming, but not for engage a new audience, because usually it could lose the ball. It's no commentary and no graphics, and still not provided the graphics, etc., etc. And also just one camera or just main camera, yeah. And usually viewers don't want to watch this type of broadcasting.
That was I was talking about. I mean, for the top production, it's really hard to see in that way. But I mean, for the smaller tier and for the budget production, actually there is some kind of capabilities to do the graphics here. Now, I think next year they will present a new version of it where you can include the live graphics so easily. So yeah, that's under construction, I would say. I think in some couple of years they will probably do another version where you can integrate more than one camera. Yeah, yeah. So that's already under the process, but currently it is what it is. Technical filming. Yeah, and for the friendlies as well. I mean, in Lithuania we have a very nice solutions. Basically, I play in an amateur football league where they are using this solution, and I would say it's amazing because we have a very small community, and that community is completely happy with the solution that we have. We can see, I would say, 95% of the time the ball and who scores the goal. That's important and makes people happy. So that opens you the new audiences. I can send the link to my friends. I can send the link to the people who just like to watch how their friends are playing. So that's how it's opened the audience. I don't know. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Probably, yeah. Yes, probably, yeah. Agree with you, yeah.
Yeah, I got a question regarding the augmented reality.
Okay.
It looks a lot more like the video games we play in reality. Was that the goal, to make it look as a video game that the younger fans would watch it, or what was just basically the start of augmented reality? If you could tell me.
You saw the start. It was 1998 in NFL. Yeah, but that's a very good question. I think later on the later stage, if you watch where from? Sorry. Oh, Lithuania. Okay, perfect. So you watch a proper soccer, football in Lithuania, I mean, and all the other Europe games. Have you ever experienced that offside line when you see the replay and when there is an offside line? So that's basically for viewer to understand it was offside or not. If you can see over there, that's augmented reality, basically. So that's one purpose, to understand the sports more in that way. The second one is like for look in the presentation way, how we can attract more viewers, like you said, kids, women, and more audiences. And the third way is the sponsorship. You see the sponsor capabilities right now? I mean, if I was the sponsor, I just don't want any boards right now. I want to be on the center for 5 seconds in the center circle of the basketball, better than be on the LED boards all the time. That's my personal opinion. That's why the augmented reality is helping you for. That's probably the main objective for the sports production and for the companies to to advertise. Yeah.
Ačiū, sakė. That's it.
Ačiū.
Ačiū. So,
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Mykolas Adamavičius.